These white frozen solid. This is regular white smushy. Baby, I didn't even think about that. But anyways, so I had to break out the handy dandy shock collar. And for future references, because I know no one's watching me now, but in the future it's gonna be somebody who's gonna have a problem with it. But let me tell you, I personally, I hate it. I hate it. The only reason why I even got the shock collar is I was doing a lady's hair at the dry bar, and we were talking about our dogs and, you know, them being big and like ways that we kind of control them. Well, not control them, but like handle them with their size and our size differences. And like, she was like, I do a shock collar, and she's like, I personally tried it on myself and it's not bad. So here I'm about to go with the stereotype, and I'm sorry for anybody that this offends, but stereotypically the myth about white girls that do anything and are into the kinky shit. So like, I did kind of put in consideration that she might be into that kinky type of shit. So I felt it. I didn't like it, but I know it doesn't faze him much at all. Like, I put it on today and I put it on vibrate. Like, they have 3 modes: the noise, which I think that's a crock of shit. Sorry. The vibrate, and then you can shock. And the thing about the shock is you start off low. So the highest shock, I tried it on me and I hate it. It's just an uncomfortable feeling. So I personally, once I just be like I can still feel the way it feels to know, like, it just makes you tingle and feel a little weird. Like, I ended up doing it on my finger, and I can still feel on my finger, like this finger, sorry, but I can still on this finger, like the tingling sensation I felt right in this area when I felt it. And that's just me just like not liking that type of shit anyway. So I kept it on the vibrate setting. Like, I'm always going to start off small, and I didn't have to use it. Turning around and coming in the house last night was most definitely the best decision to do, because as soon as we got to that corner where he fucking lost his mind, baby, he knew real quick, real fast. He better sniff that shit and sniff that shit real quick, because as soon as he smelled it, he did the quickest sniff and he looked at me. He looked at me. Like, that really pissed me off, because like, I enjoy walking when it's cold. I really do. Like, that last time that it froze and I was walking him in the snow and shit, well, the ice, like, to me, that was like the closest thing I had to snow. So when it's cold like this, like, I just like pretend like I'm just in the snow. So I really enjoy walking him in the snow. So like, although I was actually freezing cold last night, like, I was gonna thug it out, because after a while your body does get used to it. And the only thing I fucked up on this morning was I forgot my gloves. But if I would have had my gloves, like, I probably would have walked just a tad bit longer. And then also I need to put a mask on, which I knew that from last year. And I think the year before that, I was like, no, it was the year before that when it iced up, and I was like, okay, I'll keep masks just for the sake of, that's the best thing to wear when it's cold for your face. So I just got to remember to wear my mask, which I really did forget, because because I have a mask already in the house from when I washed laundry, and I just kept it in the house. So I got a mask. So yeah, he completely understood what he did last night. And all I did was I brought him in here. I slammed the door as always. And I cleaned him up. I was like, get your ass outside. And 100%, I made him stay outside, not in no psycho all day long outside. But like, yeah, like I want him to know, like, this is what I'm feeling while you over here standing around and sniffing behind another dog and not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, this is how I feel. And that's what I kept iterating. I know I said that wrong. Iterating to him last night is like, oh, but it's okay when I'm out here standing, shivering, shaking, while you trying to sniff behind other. So he totally gets that because I let him sit outside. I repeated that. And then when I came back this morning, I repeated the same thing. I didn't have him sitting out there a long time, but 100%, I was like, oh, we shivering, huh? Like, but it's okay for me to be like this, huh? So he does get it. I'm going to keep fussing at him like that so he understands, like, you don't like it. What makes you think that I like it? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. He doesn't care. That's the thing. He just does not care. And that's just how niggas treat me. Like, they just don't fucking care. So, of course, that's how my dog treats me. But it's okay because as soon as he get him up happy, it's going to be a different motherfucking story. Because, yeah, what I say goes. So, so I most definitely iterated and kept repeating the same thing this morning. And yeah, I didn't have to use the shock collar at all. I wasn't even tempted to press the button, which I never want to press it. Like, absolutely, if he would have did what he did last night, baby, yeah, that's like, when he did that, that's actually what made me be like, oh, it's time to take out the shock collar. And I brought it out and I charged it up. And I was like, yeah, okay, like, I have to pull your next card because you're not understanding. So that's initially when I first started the shock collar, because I was like, if I would have had this collar on this nigga, like, this nigga would have learned real quick. No. No. And the thing about it is, like, he always knows when he's wrong, because when he's wrong, I grab him by his face. I make him look at me. And I need him to understand, like, no. Like, we don't act like this. And he knows what that means, because he does not want to look at me when he is full of his shit. So, yeah. This man right here, but it's okay. Hopefully soon, as he ages and becomes officially 4 years old, hopefully it'll, like, a little light switch will go off. And then that's 3 years from 7, and I feel like we almost at the halfway mark. It's just, I just don't understand why it's taking him so long to get this through his thick, big old head. Like, life would be so much better if he would just walk, potty, and if you're gonna smell as a detective, you gotta do that shit quick. Like, you can't just be sitting there and lingering in the smell, okay? We can't be doing that. You sniff and you go. That's it. That's how you were trained anyway. Sniff and you go. That's why I get on him as well, because he was bred to be a hunting dog for bears. Like, come on now. Everybody knows how strong bears are. Come on now. And that's why he was bred. The real reason why pit bulls were bred is because they were made to basically hunt bears. That's why people are so intimidated by pit bulls, because bears are strong. Bears are very strong. Pit bulls are very strong. Pit bulls' mouth is honestly what makes them such a lethal fucking weapon. Because it's like they have a double mouth type of situation going on. Like, my hand accidentally went in his mouth one time. I feel like I said it before. And it was an awkward feeling for me to like know, like literally I feel his mouth, and then these hands feel another, like his throat part of his mouth that feels like another fucking mouth. So I'm like, this is why these niggas can lock onto shit and just literally, I understood that concept so well in that moment, because that little second throat, like I wasn't even down his throat type of thing. I was nowhere near his throat for him to even have to gag on my fucking fingers. That's how crazy that feeling was to me. So, yes, that alone, it was a safety precaution, because like that homeless man, he was ready to take the consequences for this pit bull. He knew that my pit bull, if he got a hold of him, that nigga would fuck him up. Like, that's what he was prepared for. He was really prepared for Snoop Dogg. But he don't know, like, yeah, Snoop Dogg may attack you, but I'm gonna be right along with Snoop Dogg, beating that ass. Like, it's gonna be a tag team type of shit. Like, I ain't just gonna leave the dirty work to Snoop Dogg. Like, nah, we're gonna be a team, and I'm gonna help him, and I'm coach him, because that's another thing that I do when we do the bear. Because in the midst of like us having to protect ourselves, like, I want to be able to give Snoop that go ahead, like, yes, like I do when we're playing. Like, when I'm playing low key, that's me preparing for if there's a time where we both have to get on a nigga's ass. All I gotta do is literally just keep coaching him like I play with him, because when I play with him, like, I want him to win. When we do tug of wars, like, I like doing tug of war mainly because if you squat down low enough and your dog has a good grip, like, that's not only a good exercise for you, but that's really a good exercise for you and the dog. Because like, if you do that and you really look at your dog's body, the muscles and how they protrude, and then you think about yourself as a human being, like, you put that visual together, that is a great fucking exercise. So when we're playing tug of war with the teddy bear and he has a good ass motherfucking grip, baby, that's where me as a mama who's trying to train him, like, when it's time to do this type of shit, yes, I do egg him on. I do that. But at the same time, I make him self-aware of me in the midst of us playing tug of war, just so he knows the difference between the bad person and mama helping me fuck this bad person up. Like, he understands that, because a lot of things I do too is, I forgot, oh, he was tearing up the bear. So, and it was so cute because he was getting the concept of what I was doing. So he was tearing up the bear, and I was just, being a little kid in that moment, just because, that's what he needed type of thing. And he's tearing up his bear. Oh, he has an attitude. That's what it is. So he's tearing up his bear, and I start to like mimic as if I'm trying to rip the bear apart. So me, I can't use my teeth. I can only use my hands. So I'm clawing at his bear as if I'm trying to rip the bear up with him. And he looks and he kind of like touches the spot that I'm digging at, and kind of like nibbles at it a little bit, to be like, oh, I'm gonna help you a little bit. And that was like my confirmation, like that type of thing was working, because he didn't do it in a this is my bear type of thing. He did it in a way where he kind of understand, like, I'm really not doing anything, but I'm mimicking that I'm trying to help you out and tearing your bear and being a team with you, and 100% as a team fucking player. The fact that he came over and nibbled on the hair a little bit for me to help me out, yeah, that lets me know, like, as a team, he's gonna fucking understand if we ever had to do anything like that. God forbid we do have to do anything like that, but in the midst that we do have to do anything like that, like, we're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Like, I did put up my hammer, but if I have to feel like I need to pull out the hammer, most definitely you got him, you got the hammer. We gonna be on you like right on right. So yeah. All right, I just got to Kroger's. I don't know why I was so loud. I have my list of 2 meals that I may try to get the ingredients for, and some other shit that I need to get. Not really much of anything. I'm mainly in Kroger's right now for my bread, it looks like, because there's really nothing on these lists that I would get. So yeah, I'll probably look for the cream of chicken here, because yeah, or maybe see what they got for chili. So we about to go do that. And I'm off of 59 Kroger's, and I just want to shout out my guy who did my tires, a discount tire, and balanced my tires the last time it got cold, because I just realized a lot of people are going there for their tire pressures, and mine's is good. So shout out to Discount Tire, because he most definitely hooked me up. He didn't do the same numbers, he did odd numbers. He balanced it out. So when I got my oil change and they added the air, like, I'm more than good. So I love that for me. I'm so freaking proud of myself. So I just came from the grocery store. H-E-B. No, let me stop. That's a high school thing. But baby, when I made the decision to come to the store, like, my first thought was, oh, it's gonna be so freaking packed. And I was like, it's okay, we're gonna do this. We just gonna go in there, have our music on, and literally just take our time. And it worked. Like, people were in the way, act like they on the road as always in the store, but for the most part, I made a successful trip without having to be ugly or make an ugly face to anybody. So I'm proud of myself for that. So now I'm about to go to the dollar store to get some doggy pads, so I can get on Snoop Dogg's nerves some more, because he hates when I pull out the doggy pads. So that's gonna be our next step. It's crazy, because I swear, every time I doubt myself as a dog parent, Snoop Dogg reminds me, it ain't me. It really ain't me. Because literally, I purposely walked this nigga before I went grocery shopping. And when I walked Mr. Sir, I purposely extended this walk to make sure that he boo-booed, and still he decides to fucking boo-boo in my fucking house. And I know that nigga know what he did, because the mistake he made the other day, he keeps moving the tissue. And he moved my tissue and sat around and boo-booed right next to the fucking spot. That's how I know this nigga know what the fuck he doing. And the thing about it is, if he does not fucking quit, he gonna find out the hard way that when I say I will take you to the pound, I will take you to the pound. Like, I had Sasquatch mama, that pissing shit. I don't do that shit, especially when I'm purposely doing what I'm supposed to be doing to prevent this shit. You don't pay no fucking bills to think that whatever your little issue is, that you have the right to do what you're doing because you got a problem that you can't come with me. Number one, you fucked it up for yourself. You shit in my house, you shit in my car. What makes you think I want you to fucking get in my car if you can't even respect that? Nah, I don't take that nigga nowhere. He done that one too many fucking times. All because of fucking control issues. Like, that's what's the most frustrating is, my nigga, you can't even fucking speak English, let alone you can't even produce a fucking check in this house. But you seem to think that I'm supposed to sit here and take your shit? No, the fuck type of backwards ass shit is that? And I know it's the male thing. I've been known the thing with Snoop Dogg is the male thing. But that's all right though. That's all right though. Because I will get rid of his ass. I've done it before. I will do it again. I've done what I'm supposed to do. At this point, you just don't fucking like me, right? That's what I gather from this shit that he's doing for me. Because you don't do this to people you fucking love. I take care of you. You rush me to go outside. Okay. I go outside when you want me to go outside. Do you pee? Do you boo-boo? No. You try to drag me around because you're too busy sniffing behind other fucking dogs. And, like, I'm supposed to let him do that? No. Because it's like, I know it's going to be somebody who's going to say, well, I'm doing something wrong. And you know what? I'm okay. I accept I'm doing something wrong. But I have to go to work. I have to go grocery shopping. I have to fucking survive. If I do what this nigga want me to do, oh, bitch, I'm going to be on the fucking street right where I found his ass. So, anybody who got some shit to say about that, like, my nigga, you come do it. You come do it and see how it is. Because this nigga's doing this shit on fucking purpose. And it's going to backfire on him if he does not quit. I ain't going to kick him to the curb, nothing like that. But most definitely, I'll take that ass to that pound. I will take him to the pound. And he's going to feel a certain type of way if I do that shit. And that's going to change him. And I don't want that for him because he's already dealt with that shit. But 100%, I understand exactly why whoever threw his ass out. Because he's not understanding. You don't run the show, my nigga. Yes, you may be strong. Yes, you may be tough. But you don't run the fucking show. You cannot survive without me. Can you survive without me? Yes. But can you properly survive without me? Health, food, everything? Fucking no. If his ass goes out on that street, he would be so disgusted to have to sleep in those fucking conditions. Because when he has a little street girlfriend and she did the little nasty little shit, eating off the ground and stuff, he saw that, he looked at me and he looked at her, and instantly he was like, that's nasty. But yet he thinks that I'm supposed to be okay with him still doing that nasty stuff. No. And even if I get him fixed, this is still going to potentially be a problem. That's the thing that I know anybody who has a problem is going to say. And I'm still going to have to deal with this shit. I'm still going to have to deal with the attitude because it's the fucking attitude. Yes, he's spoiled with 100%. Like, I'm very stern with him. I don't. Like, he doesn't get away with just anything. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, I don't like that one bit. That just turned me off. I cannot even lie. Snoop Dogg really did fuck up my mood with this. Like, as I was even bringing the groceries up in general, I was like, ooh, I'm going to come in, hurry up, put the groceries up. The weather is, like, nice and breezy. I'm going to take him out. And this is what I get. I get fucking literally shitted on. Swear, every time I try to do something nice for this bitch-ass nigga, this is what I get. And it's like so frustrating. And he has enough nerves to want to whine and shit like he's the victim. Bitch, fuck you. So, since my mood is dampened, this is my grocery haul. Like literally, I was going to make chili and this potato meal. And you know, cutting potatoes in general is a task. And then not only that, the last minute, I deviated from my motherfucking grocery list and got his ass this shit right here. Okay. So, I got stuff for chili. So, I use this jar. And I'm going to drain the vegetables in it and just use the juice. I added this tomato sauce in there. And then I have the black beans I cooked and these pinto beans that I'm going to add in there. Cheese. Got some biscuits. Got me an onion and some more jalapenos to add to the freezer because she needs both of those and we're good for a hot minute. Some spinach because I'm adding it to the potato little meal. I got me some barbecue chips, and then I got me some corn chips so I can make Frito pies and stuff. Got my bread. And then I've been wanting some sodas. Not like a lot, but like when I feel like I just want something to drink besides water all the fucking time. So I got these little bitty Kroger brand sodas. The orange, I know the orange is gonna be good. I just hope their Sprite version is actually pretty good. So I got that. And then thank God I got this because I can actually use it today. And then some bleach because I hate to say this, but my bathroom gets that mold shit because, you know, we in the hood and shit. So I put bleach where the mold or the brown shit is, and that normally clears it. So, yeah. So I am about to put this shit up. Oh, yeah, I got me some sausage for my, whatchamacallit, for my chili, and I got some ground turkey for the chili. So that's going to be my meats. And, yeah, that's fucking it. So I am trying to cool down so I can clean up his fucking mess. And then once I clean up his mess, I'm probably still going to walk him because, yeah, he's going to be in the cage for the rest of the day. Like, he's going to understand, like, he's, like, he's, seriously, he really lost his house privileges with this one. Like, I'm not even going to lie. And it's like so bad. I want him to have freedom so bad. I want him to have space. And time again, he's proven that he doesn't appreciate the nice shit I do for him. So he really just found himself in a cage. And just like the car, I don't know if he ever gonna get out the cage. So yeah, that's my conclusion with that. That's my peace of mind with that. Most definitely, his ass is going in a cage. It's gonna be his lifelong commitment. He gonna be in his cage. So that's how we gonna nip that shit in the butt, because no one wants to come home to that all the fucking time. Especially when you did everything fucking right. Like, if I did not purposely walk him long to make sure we got everything out, like, I wouldn't be so fucking hot. But the fact that no matter how many times I try to do everything right for everything, I get shitted on. And that's in itself is frustrating, because it's like, the fuck I do to y'all? Like, literally, what the fuck did I do to y'all? Literally, if you got a problem with me, like, nigga, like, you didn't have to find me. You found me. You came to me. You need me. Anyway, I know, it's a dog, but whatever.
Yeah, my mind. Yeah, my mind. I ain't got a clue, bro. I said 5 in the morning. I wake up to 5 for my yearnings. Yeah, in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. Try to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. Try to get by, but I'm burning. I'm behind, my mind it runs. All these thoughts have troubled me. Starting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need, right? Yeah, I really need time now. I need to free my mind. I really need my love. I need to free my mind now. I really need time now. I need to free my mind. I really need my now. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the money, cars, and movie stars, and jewelry, and all these things I've got, I wonder, hey, would you still want me? Would you still be calling me? Still be loving me? If it wasn't for the money, cars, and movie stars, and jewelry, and all these things I've got, I wonder, hey, would you still want me? Would you still be calling me? keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like you do. All those love energies you can't get up in between. You're trying to get a piece of me. I can teach you the perfect. Why you looking at me like I don't really know choice? If I go quick, beg you be on your knees. You like oh, you make me this body. He say he like that lovey. He's so goofy, call me daddy. He goes whoopee, he go daffy. Introduce me to his baby. He can never live without me. I'm so real, I never capping. If he got it like that, I can take it down. 'Cause my
booty so big, word, Lord, have mercy.
I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like you do. All these love energies you can't get up in between. You're trying to get a piece of me. I can teach you the perfect. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like you do. All these love energies you can't get up in between. You're trying to get a piece of me. I can teach you the perfect. How to surf a man, how to work a man. It's on purpose, I'm doing it big. Body language like speaking Spanish. I'll educate you how to do this shit. Temporary, that's temporary. I'm necessary, yeah, I am that blue. You can't get this body. He say he like that lovey. He's so goofy, call me daddy. He goes whoopee, he go daffy. Introduce me to his baby. He can never live without me. I'm so real, I never capping. If he got it like that, I can take it down. 'Cause my
Booty so big, word, Lord,
Lord
have mercy.
I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like you do. All those love energies you can't get up in between. Trying to get a piece of me. I can teach you the perfect. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like I do. I keep pausing like you do. All these love energies you can't get up in between. Trying to get a piece of me. I can teach you the perfect.
Can y'all really feel me? Fellas, East Coast, feel me? Fellas, West Coast, feel me? Say why dirty South? Here we go. Can y'all really feel me? Baby girl, East Coast, feel me? West Coast, feel me? Fellas, dirty South. Can y'all really feel me? Fellas, East Coast, feel me? Fellas, West Coast, feel me? Say why dirty South? Here we go. Can y'all really feel me? Baby girl, East Coast, feel me? West Coast, feel me? Fellas.
I've been watching you like the hawk in the sky. That fly, you are my prey.
number one, I broke my crop pot. I'm so sad-ish. I'm really not sad, only because this thing, I hated how it was hard to clean after using it. So it's like, when it happened, I was like, oh, bitch. But it was like, oh, well, I'll just go to the thrift store and get another one. Because, like, literally, I can go to this store and get one for, like, $15. And if I'm lucky, I can get one bigger than this. Because 9 times out of 10, that's how it works for me. Like, I really be looking up when I be going specifically for specific items. Like, I don't go to the thrift store just to go to the thrift store. Like, no, I prefer my own fresh shit. But for certain stuff like this, I'll go to the thrift store because, like, this is very easy breakable. Prime example why literally every crock pot, even like my blenders, I just go to the thrift store because it's just cheaper and more effective to get it from there, because 9 times out of 10, like, the older the appliance, the better and longer lasting it's going to be. Like, my 2 hand mixers, like, them bitches is old as fuck. I know they old as fuck, and I feel like they like early 2000s, late 90s type of model-ish, and like they work very well. But at the end of the day, like, do I want something better? Yes, but because I'm such a klutz like this, like, I don't mind, like, getting hand-me-downs for little things like this that, like, why would I want to spend $100 worth of something and I break it, like, the next day? So, it's logic when I know I'm a klutz. But when I know I got money to blow like that, baby, I will, yes, go give me a 200, 100, whatever price I want, and be happy with it. Because 9 times out of 10, it's what I want. I'm going to take care of it. Like, I've had this, like, I've had this at least 4 years. So 100%, I got my money's worth. And I got this on discount at Target during Black Friday. So I really, no, I stumbled upon this. I stumbled upon this at Target in their clearance section for $20 freaking dollars. Okay, baby, I saw that. I took a double look. I was like, $20. I looked at the brand because the brand, I was like, oh, that's a pretty good brand. Like, I've used that brand before. Snatched it right on up. Took my ass, check out, because I feel like I was looking for that. I went there for something and snatched it up. Took it. Because when you in Target and you find those good finds, like, you have to get that when you get it. Because when I was going to the front, this lady, like, she turned her head back so fast, like, how the fuck did I miss that? Type of thing. But that just shows and proves, like, it really is, like, when it's meant for you, it's meant for you. So yeah. But also, I wanted to say, I did not break this because I was angry. I was not angry. I was actually calm when I when I broke it. I actually was holding it like this, and it just literally just slipped out of my hand. I don't even know why I was holding it like that, because normally I don't never try to hold them both at the same time. But I think I was rushing in that sense now that I'm talking about it. But I wasn't rushing. But 100%, I was like, okay, let me just start on making my chili. So, I can calm down. But I still had it on my mind, like, still just in disbelief. And so I went ahead and I decided to go ahead and clean that task, because at that point, that's what needed to be done, and I knew that that would calm me down. So I had to do the little smoke break, like, I'm sorry. I don't care about anybody's judgment, but for situations like this, like, when I have to take a smoke break, I'm going to take a smoke break, because I want to be the best mother that I can be to my future sons. And 100%, no matter all the bullshit I talk, 100%, I'm going to fucking thug it out till I mentally cannot thug it out. And mentally, like, I'm at the cusp. Like, I'm not even at the cliff where it's like, bitch, that nigga, like, I am nowhere near that point. And the thing that always stops me, the thing that always humbles me is the fact that I want black sons. Like, I'm a black woman. I want my husband to be black. I want my sons to be black. I specifically want twin sons. I say this all the time. I tell only few people this one story of fact where that's something that I asked God, and like literally right after that, this like big old thunder just erupted out the cloud out of nowhere, and it was like there was no rain, no nothing, just a big old thunder. And like me personally, for what I was asking for in that moment, yeah, you fucking right. I took that as most definitely a big ass confirmation. So like that's what humbles me in the end, and not humble in a way where I'm humble, because no, we not humble no more. But most definitely, like it just reminds me like I'm learning my patience. Like I personally this is me teaching myself like patience, because I have to understand that not everybody is as quick as me, and everybody is as smart as me, and not smart in the sense as all people are stupid, but I just, because I sit back and I watch and I observe, like I'm just able to just grasp on and latch on and do what I have to do and bounce back like that. And yes, I know I can't snap, but that's just how fast I'm able to just bounce back, because I observe everything enough to know, okay, this is my next step. Okay, this is my next step, because I'm watching, I'm observing, and most important, I'm listening to what you're saying out your mouth. And because 9 times out of 10, you're going to say something that's going to resonate with me, and that's going to be the only thing that you say in that moment that's going to resonate. And I'm going to take that as that's all I need to hear from you. Everything you say after that is bullshit. So yeah. So, all in the sense, I didn't break it because I was angry. Second of all, I know I probably did not need to explain that, but 100%, in me washing the dishes and, you know, calming down, that's when I realized, like, I'm so frustrated with him, because, like, this is the type of relationship that my mom and my sister expected me to be okay with. And that's not how one person should live their life when they have things that they want to do for themselves. Like, how am I supposed to live my life, live my dream, and then I'm constantly giving you every little bit that I have? Like, how am I supposed to be happy? Because if I'm not happy, guess what? I can't give you those things that I so willingly and I actually enjoy giving you. So it's like, that's what this relationship is. I most definitely can fix this. Like, this is the easy fix. Like, 100%, when God willing and it is time, bitch, his ass is gonna be in somebody's training school, because I know that's where I just need to take my next step. And I'm okay with that. But 100%, like, until I'm able to actually do that, or until I find somebody who resonates with me, who I feel like is going to take me freaking seriously, because, you know, you see how long it's taking me just to get something so simple fixed. Something so simple that a lot of people really don't care to get fixed. So, yeah, that in itself is just stupid. But whatever. So, and washing dishes, I just realized that's what was frustrating me. And now that I've like calmed down and I've, you know, think, it's like I have to either put up or shut up. And of course I'm gonna shut up, because at the end of the day, this is a want that I wanted, and I don't just quit that easily. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna shampoo the carpet. Like, that's what I'm more pissed